coming to Switch 2, but I would be very surprised if Atlas didn't bring the game to Switch 2. As far as Persona 3 anniversary plans, I haven't heard anything. My hope is that we finally get the reveal of Persona 6, because that has been a lifetime in the making. So finger crossed on that. Now go to the questions submitted by our YouTube members, and our first comes from Zombie Forum. Now, everybody's looking at the Switch for ports of older PS4, Xbox One games. Would EA think
Check, check, 1, 2. What's going on with you, baby? Got 23 seconds before we get started. This is your boy Gaming. I gotta shift this camera out of pocket. Got about 8 seconds. Oh well, there it is. Have my head cut off. Be all right. Good people, it's your boy Gaming Dad. Let's get started right now. I hope this works. You know what? I was trying to mess with the little toner thing here earlier. Let's see if I can fix it. Maybe. Nope, that ain't work. What did I do earlier? That's what happened when you be messing with stuff before your stream start. What did I do? No, that ain't work either. Jay Biggs in the building. What's going on, sir? I gotta fix it. Oh, that ain't work either. What did I do? Maybe that is. Oh, that's better. That's better. Let's see if I can. Can I darken it any? I need to darken it some. Let's see. Hold on, good people. I gotta figure it out. I did something wrong. I was messing around with stuff, and you know what? It don't even matter. Let's go here. Nope, that ain't work either. What about normal? Oh, there it is. Boom! It's your boy. Hold on, JB. Let me get you on the board before I get started. Well, I guess you know what everybody was saying was true. You know what? Today would have been a jacked up day if you know what it came and like the day had came and gone, and then you didn't hear nothing from Nintendo. Boy, what we've been talking about. But the Nintendo Direct is coming. It is live and direct tomorrow. I will not be streaming it because your boy will be teaching science. I got to teach biology in the morning, so I will not. But if something major happens, we gonna kick it like that night. If I can push off and hold it off until Monday, I will. But if not, it might be late tomorrow. But we'll get it in because I got a basketball game tomorrow. All right. Jay Briggs says, since it's a pre-direct night, I said I might as well be on time tonight. Well, I ain't mad at you. Find out my little. Don't forget, good people. I got our poll question on tonight. Says most likely to be announced at the partner showcase. I put Expedition 33, Monster Hunter World, Doom, Dark Ages, and Halo. I can tell you what I want, but listen. Right now, Monster Hunter Wild is in the league, so you have not voted yet on YouTube. Go get your vote on. But I think Expedition 33 to me is what I would have voted for. I think that's most likely to be announced. I think it's the best time for them to do it. Hot off the, all these Game of Year awards. I mean, it is. I think it's sold. All it's gonna sell on these other platforms. I think this to me, this is the prime time to do it. Prime time. So that's why I'm going. That's my vote. Listen, I wish I could have had more slots for more games to vote for, but these are the four. I was like, okay, you know what? I want these games, but you know what? Like, I always want Halo on there, but I don't think Halo is coming. Doom Dark Ages seems logical to me, but I think Expedition 33 to me has the best slot. JB says I voted for Doom, but that is before I saw Halo on the list. You know what I said? I said, wonder why I'm struggling. I'm always squinting. I said, because I don't got no type of glasses on. Got to put some glasses on. Quay says, I doubt Ubisoft will do it, but all I want is Far Cry 5. You know what? To be honest, though, man, it would not surprise me if like Far Cry 3 and 4 would come out as well. That wouldn't surprise me. I think that would be like, pretty dope. You know what? I was listening to Nate the Hates podcast before the stream came on, and a couple of things he said that I thought was like, really interesting, and and I have to agree with. Some of these games that get announced, man, it's going to depend on a couple of things. How much they're going to charge us, and the quality of the game. So, like, for instance, they was talking about Elden Ring. It's like, and they both have bought Elden Ring, played a ton of hours, blah, blah, blah. But for them to like dig back in, they say, well, if it's like $40, shout out to Square Enix for setting the bar for some of these older games. But if it comes out and it's $40 and it's a game key card, it just might get bought. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. And you know what? If I had to pick one game that I would think will be shadow dropped, it's gonna be Elden Ring. That is my selection. All right. Before I get to some of these other newer comments, let me scroll back up. I want to make sure that I get everybody's comments. Shout out to Dub City was first in the chat. I hate the fact that you can't really see that Dub City is on here, but Dub City was first in the chat. Said good morning, gaming dad. Dion Freeman in the building. Go Broncos. Said what up, gaming dad. Quay 311. Listen, he said something in French that I do not know. Geeky's in the building. What's going on, Geeky? How you doing? And that sound, well, listen, my main mic was not powered on. And so it took all the background noise that I had going on. So that's what you heard earlier. What's going on, Respawn Rim in the building? He said, I voted for Halo. Sup, Dad? What's going on, sir? Hey, Candy, how you doing? Candy in the building. CMG's in the building. Say, what's up, Gaming Dad? And the chat. Well, of course, J Biggs in the building. We're talking to J Biggs already. Let's see what else. Quay311 says, we talked about that already. J Big says the games I want the most in this order: Halo, Gears of War, then Doom. To me, I don't think we get all three, but if I can get one of those three, man, I'm super happy. I ain't gonna lie. One of those three, to be honest, if I had to pick the most likely out of those three, I don't even say Doom. I think Gears is probably the most likely one. Because it's out already. It's out on PlayStation already. I think Gears is probably the most likely. But you know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about. Because you know what? Listen, what's the possibility of Call of Duty getting announced? And another good point they made was like, you know what? If Call of Duty is going to get announced early, this will be it. Especially if it's going to come out early. If it's going to come out early, I think this is the time. Quest is Primal and Far Cry 3 just got 60 frame per second patches. That's why I think you know what they could. Matter of fact, listen, Ubisoft, you should announce these games. You know what? I think you know what if you put Primal and Far Cry 3 into a package and make that package around $40-$50, it's probably a pickup. You know what? They gotta start looking at like, hey man, how much of this are we trying to pay for? Yep, those are most likely. Yep, I agree. I think that you know what Ubisoft needs to have a presence. We got 30 minutes, right? We got 30 minutes of this show. I'd have been listen. I ain't gonna let you. I'd have been a little scared if they just said 45. I'm like, ooh, what else they got to show? But I hope we don't get a whole lot of saying gameplay videos. There's a lot of it. So you can give us 1-2 minutes and get on to the next one. Like I want to see what you got. Get on to the next one. Don't be sitting here wasting a bunch of my time. CMG says Resident Evil Requiem and Pragmata is looking amazing. You great, man. I seen some previews today. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and I haven't pre-ordered Pragmata yet, but I think I probably will after what I saw today. It's like, all right. That's right, CMG. The more the merrier, the more the barrier, the more the better. I totally agree with that. I think and the key is the games gotta sell. And then we didn't even talk about, Nintendo and these sales numbers. Gee, 17 million? I think was it 17.7? I think that was the total. So we're gonna look into some of that too as well. But you know what? Listen, y'all start thinking about y'all predictions. And I got a few. I'm not gonna front. I got a few that I think might get there. Oh, my boy, 500 degrees is in the building. What's going on, Liddy? In the building, man. Listen, it's been a grip. Man, listen, Liddy, Happy New Year. It's been a minute, my guy. Let me get you on the board. Liddy gains 500 degrees. So you've been trying to hide, huh? Just jumping in like it's a brand new birthday, huh? That's that juvenile reference. She said, throw Watch Dogs 1 and 2 in the mix. You know what, man? I don't think they'll do it, but that would be nice. You know what? Just they could throw 1 and 2 on there and throw it an amazing deal on top of it. It would be great. It would have to be an amazing deal, like something like 1 and 2 for like $30 or $40. I think it would sell. My brother, man, listen, things is going, listen, as good as can be, man. As good. And you listen, your boy gave me that, man, got into a car accident this past weekend, man. Got caught in this snowstorm, man, while I was working. And they blocked one road off. And I was like, dang, man, these cats up north, man, down here in the south with these pickup trucks, they can't drive. To me, it's like, you got a pickup truck and get rear-wheel drive, man, and it's snowing, man, stay at home. So they cut the main road off for me to get back on the freeway. So my GPS took me down some back roads. And lo and behold, before you know it, I was on a gravel road. If you know anything about snow and dirt just don't mix. It do not mix. It turns super slippery, super fast. And your boy started to slide. I was able to park in front of this Honda Accord. All right. I was able to pull over in the front. But man, probably, and okay, there's two parts to it. I'm gonna get back to we're gonna get back to the hook. I just want to tell y'all the story. And so I had picked up these kids. So I had 3 small kids in my car. I had a 9-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 3-year-old. And I had just left their foster home, but I was trapped in between 2 accidents. So we couldn't do nothing. So I had to get out the car. I made an executive decision. Got out the car, man, and I had to walk these kids 2 miles back to their foster parents. But I mean, shout out to these kids, man. They did so good. And luckily they was dressed warm. Luckily I prepared that morning, being from up north. And man, I got them jokers all the way to the crib, man, and then came back. Now listen, the accidents happened after I came back to my car. So I walked them 2 miles back, and then I ended up walking them 2 miles back to my car. And so I'm sitting there like trying to figure out like what I'm gonna do. Should I try to try to make it through there? But I just stood there, and man, this dude in this Jeep, man, came down, bam, smashed me right in the back, pushed me into the Honda Accord. So now my car is tangled in between these 2 here. But the guy with the Jeep was able to get his, cause he got a Jeep and they got a 4x4. He was able to get his stuff out of the accident. And then luckily I stopped him and got his license and took a picture of his license. And then that joker, he's like, man, I'm working storm duty. I got to go. So that joker bounced. I said, okay, that's on you. So I called the police. They let them know where I was at. They would say, hey, going to be a little minute to get out there. So I'm chilling, right? I didn't get hit already. I'm just in my car. My car's still on. And I'm sitting there. This Silverado came sliding on down this little mountain. Bam! Hit me again. God almighty, buddy. Luckily, man, praise God, man, that I was not hurt. That I was able to get home. I wouldn't like, it was nothing super wrong with me. My car, little jacked up after, I make a claim on my insurance, but that's why you have insurance. But man, it's a blessing. I always tell people like, listen, you know what? I mean, it could be worse. I could have been, man, I could have been killed. You know what? But you know what? I'm grateful, man. Crazy, man. Crazy when you have snow here in the South, man. They just go crazy. But yeah, man. With Breaking Bad 881, what's going on, son? Let me get you on the board too. Hold on 1 second, break it. All right, let's see. Yeah, man, it was crazy, CMG, man. I was like, man, listen, I wish I was back in the city. Cause at least when you get snow in the city, man, they're gonna clear it. It ain't gonna be that terrible. If push comes to shove, I can get somewhere. But when you out here in Georgia, you in these back roads and mountains, man, sometimes, man, you be out there, it be 20-minute drive sometimes. You don't see nobody's house. And so, but God, he will provide. That's why I pray before I get in the car. So yeah, I'm okay, man. Listen, no big, no harm, no foul. I'm all right. Picked me up a rental yesterday, so it is what it is. They say, CMG said, "Oh wow, I didn't know that. I'm glad you are all right for real." Yeah, man. Listen. I am very grateful, very very grateful. J Big says, I am all in. Listen. You and I both, brother, are all in for Wrecking, but Pac Mana looks too weird for my liking. I don't like the little girl. Listen, man, but I like the concept of it though. I'm not a big fan. I mean, the girl don't bother me too much. I'm a fan of the concept. I just hope the story matched the concept. I would hate for it to be like a dope concept and then like a terrible story. So I listen. I take man. You know what? I'm up for it. I know I want to see some more. I'm praying they shadow drop a demo tomorrow, which would be super dope, and then I can play it a little bit because they got a demo out on everything else. So we need a demo on the Nintendo Switch too. Said Dreamcast guy. Oh Lord, I'm done. They always complain. Yeah, man, I started watching Dreamcast guy a lot of times like that. The people trying to take Nintendo sales number look bad. Dreamcast guy. You know, at 17 point. Listen. I don't care what you say. 17.7 million. Okay, let's take it a step back. 15 million within a 6 months time period is absolutely phenomenal. I don't care how you look at it. It is phenomenal. And you know what? They're gonna meet that. I think they'll get to that 19. I think even maybe 20. Especially if they got the games coming. I tell you this much. Listen. I don't know how you guys feel, but to me, I think the biggest game that can be announced tomorrow for Nintendo for this partner showcase is Call of Duty. I don't care how you look at it. Call of Duty is by far the biggest. I'm gonna tell you why. It's obvious because it's gonna sell systems if it showcases well. If it showcases and it runs well, and they say the great word 60 frames per second, online multiplayer, on the go, buddy. Oh, my wife calling me. Hey, boo. I have my headphones on. It's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Uh huh. Everybody say hi to my wife, and she was waving. I know. I'm sorry, boo. Uh-oh. Is it bad? Okay. All right. All right. You gonna stay up? Ah, God Almighty, man. Oh, all right. See, all right. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read the text. Oh, okay. Oh, don't worry, boo. I got you though. So listen, I got you. You know your man do you right. Treat me right. All right, boo. Bye. I tell you, man, get you a good wife, man. I saw this today, man. I had to totally agree. The best decision you can ever make is the woman you lay down and have kids with. I'm telling you. Woo! Jay Biggs, man, listen, I'm definitely with you on that. I can't wait. I reckon it's gonna be a wonderful day later on this month. Yeah, man. But I'm good. Thank you, my brothers, for checking in on. He said, I'm so grateful for you still alive, my brother. Yeah, man. Listen, I was in I'm in a little Honda at that, but that Honda was tough. It took them licks back to back, same spot. Hey, Megan. Hey, June. Listen, hey man, this is my brother Miles. Show my brother Miles some love in the chat, man. Listen, he's one of the greatest men I know. Listen, when my mom passed, man, that joker turned into Big Brother Daddy. Things my own father wouldn't do, my brother Miles was doing. June, listen, since you're here tonight, man, I got to put you on the board, man. Listen, you get your opportunity to win a $10 eShop card. I mean, if you win, if you want cash, I can send you cash. Cause I know you don't play Nintendo, but you on here tonight, buddy. All right, good. Hey, Megan, how you doing, girl? Let me get this on there real quick. My brother Miles said it also could be the worst decision if you do it wrong. Touche. Touche. It could be the wrong thing. Dion says, "Hey, Gaming White, thanks, sir. I know this. I know she probably gonna be asleep by the time I get off. She's gonna be like, I gotta go to sleep." He said, "I'm just gonna go in blind and take notes. I don't have no prediction. I recently beat Red Dead Redemption 1 on the Switch 2 upgrade version. Just waiting for the Shadow Drop trailer for RDR2. That's on my list, man. RDR2 is on my list. And you right, RDR1, the update version on the Switch 2 is phenomenal. Phenomenal." Dion says, "Facts, the right wife. Not just any wife." belt belt to A before Michael Irvin. Yeah, all right. So you in, Joe? All right, you in, buddy. You on the wheel. Listen, matter of fact, I'm gonna switch over to the wheel so you can see what it look like. There we go. All right, got you on there, June. I saw cool breezy pop in the chat. I got you, cool breezy, man. Did you get your winnings from last week? Cause I did send it to you. All right, all right. If Gamey Dad wins tonight, since my brother is live on here for the first time, I'm giving it to my brother. So June, you got 2 chances to win tonight. If Gaming Dad was his GD, I'm in yellow. If I win, you get the prize as well. Keep it in the family, brothers. Keep it in the family. All right, let me get back to the chat. All right, cool breezy is in the building. Steve M is in the building. He said, "I predict Switch 2 prices increase by the end of the calendar year, and Switch 2 will struggle to sell as a result." I don't know, Steve. I think Nintendo, man, listen, I don't think they raise prices. I don't think so. Because I think because probably the first half of the year they might struggle. But if they get some bangers like I think they're gonna have, I don't think it's gonna matter if they raise prices. I think people like if the games is there and they play well and they in portable mode. I don't know. You said I got it, my brother. Yes, sir. I'm so glad you got it. Jack Black in the building. What's going on, sir? Let me get you on the board. Jack Black 12. Steve M is in the building. I'm sorry, Steve, man. Listen, I've been calling you, it's been Steve M for so long. To call you your new name is like, I can't do it. Can't do it. So, listen, one game I'm really, this is the game I'm hoping shows up tomorrow at the Direct. NCAA college football. Come on, EA, we need it. We need that. We know Madden is coming. We know that's coming. But NCAA, if you show that first, this Direct, it will be crucial. Cool Breeze says, I think the games are about to explode on Switch 2. I think so too. I think this is probably the time, and I think Nintendo has done it right You know what? I think just giving them a partner showcase, letting them games get proper advertising without trying to, put in a direct where you have the possibility of showing a Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, man, the direct is tomorrow morning, Supersonic. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. It is a partner showcase, 30 minutes long. 30 minutes. Let me get you on the board, my brother. Supersonic. Saved by grace. And for those who do not know, Supersonic Saved by Grace is our channel chaplain. He brings the word. And whenever he drops the word in the chat, we know we got to stop what we're doing. We got to give honor to God. All right. Steven says, I predict most of the announcements will be game key cards. Yeah. The bad part about it, yeah. What's going on, Moet? He said, you're going to stream the direct. I can't. I'll be in class. I'll be teaching biology during 9 o'clock. But if the direct is super good, I'm streaming again tomorrow. I got a basketball game tomorrow night, so it'll be late. It'll probably be a late stream, but I'll stream for sure. Or I might just wait and then we talk about it on Monday. But it depends on what's announced. All right. Okay, I get more wet on the board. All right, good people. We got 20 people on the board tonight. Don't forget, good people, as you jumping into the chat, hit the like button. If you're on Facebook, hit the like button. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow button. And if you're not a follower yet on YouTube, hit the follow button. Tormentor, what's going on, sir? Hold on, I get more wet. 4529. I got you, Tormentor. What's going on, sir? All right. So Steve said I'll be working during the direct too. Yeah, I know, right? I know. One of them days, like, oh, man, I kind of wish I had the day off. But I cannot make that happen. Now, if for some reason none of my students show up tomorrow, I might stream it. Just might. CMG says, good luck at your high school game tomorrow. Yeah, man, listen, they speaking of coaching girls, it's different, man. Because girls nowadays don't really watch basketball, so their basketball IQ is really, really low. They'll go out there and they'll do what they're told, but you have to have a strong, firm hand. And you know what? You can't. Direct tomorrow. Geeky's at 9:00. Say, may I request mod Twitch? Absolutely. Supersonic. Hey, champ. What's going on, Dave? Listen, I don't know if Uncle Miles is still in here, but Uncle Miles is in the chat too. My son Dave jumped on the scene. Dave, man, listen, I don't know if I sent you a text message, but I got my Optimus Prime back. So I've been straight playing with it. I'm gonna take some pictures of him tomorrow. Yeah, this is my son bought me the best Christmas gift ever. Was not listen, any too many times I've been caught off guard, but I was caught off guard. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, Dave, listen, Uncle Miles, he jumped on the chat. He said, "What up, Dave?" Let's see. CMG says, Fire Life Safety Director. Hold on, did I miss something? So, I got a test for the Fire Life Safety Director tomorrow. Listen, my brother, listen, I'm glad you said that. At the end of the stream, we will get our prayer on for your success tomorrow. Let's see. Steve M says, I hope the YouTube app for Switch 2 is announced tomorrow. Yeah, you know what? To me, I don't know why it wasn't. To be honest, though, man, I really didn't watch YouTube too much on my Switch. I just was like, I got a phone for that. I was like, But I mean, when you kind of like in a pinch and you don't have your phone or something around you, it's kind of nice. But Liddy Gaines said, I heard Madden didn't run well on Switch 2. No, that's cap, Liddy, cap. I will say that right now. Madden was listen, I still play Madden. Madden is good. Do not let the internet fool you. Madden is what I'm telling you, right? Pick Madden up right now. You would not be disappointed. Because when it first came out, it has some little issues, but not issues where you couldn't play the game. It was still, a fun experience. But then they updated it like not even a week later, and it runs super good. And as a matter of fact, they've updated it again since then. So yeah, no, if you can pick up Madden, I think I saw it on sale for like $29. It's definitely worth it. But yeah, like I said before, man, coaching girls, man, it's a little bit different, man, because you fighting a lot of battles, man. I mean, a lot of battles that sometimes are not even basketball related. You dealing with them, a lot of these young ladies who some of them don't even grow with fathers. So you know what, I was going to adjust who I was as a coach to kind of fit, these girls, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna treat them like I treat the boys, and I'm hard on them. I'm like, man, listen, I had to tell a young lady the other day, like, shut her mouth, like, shut your mouth. She want to complain to the ref because she got fouled. I was like, hey, man, shut your mouth or come sit on this bench. You want to complain? Sit your tail down over here. But one thing I'm finding out, man, is these parents, they are grateful for it. They listen. I've had parents come to me like, nope, get her tail. I don't want you to be nice to her, and I'm not. So it's just getting them to a place, man, where they can play basketball at a speed where they can compete. And these girls ain't used to competing, so that's the hard part. It's teaching them the importance of competing and not being friendly at practice. If Gaming Dad wins, then Geeky wins. No, if Gaming Dad wins tonight, I'm giving it to my brother. My brother's he on the stream. I gotta give it to him. First time, long time, he in here. So he gets the dub. Dave said, hey, Uncle Miles. Let's see. CMG says, I had to talk about YouTube for the Switch. Listen, you know what? Yeah, to me, it's like a lot of those streaming sites you think would like typically be on the Switch are not on there. I don't understand why not. Maybe Nintendo don't want to have these contracts. Maybe Nintendo ain't trying to pay no money. I don't know how that goes, but it is what it is. JB says Madden in general runs funky on everything every year. Facts. But I would tell you, listen, I've had an amazing experience with Madden. Definitely highly recommended. CMG says Madden 25 runs great on Switch 2. So copy that. Thank you, man. Yeah, we'll do. All right. Yes, sir. JB says they rushed those games. Yeah, they rushed on games just to give them to the market. That's why that next year of Madden and that next year of 2K should run, phenomenally well. I would definitely say if they're not 60 frames per second, something is wrong. Especially since Resident Evil gonna be running at 60 frames. Yikes. JB says next year they should have it at 60. I agree. Bassett 24/7. YT. It's in the building, ladies and gentlemen. All right, got you on the board, my brother. Let's see. Since Bassett is a member of the channel, he gets on here twice as nice. Bassett too, so is Geeky. All right. We good. CMG says, I see that too much here in New York. Players complain to the refs. Yeah, listen, I got a policy. I said, don't you complain to the refs, complain to me. Let me do the talking. I don't need you to do the talking. You get us a tech because you know how to handle yourself. Because you are emotionally charged throughout the game. And for the most part, 99% of my players listen, but I got one girl, she a little feisty. I had to ring her in. She gets frustrated. She don't know how to control her emotions. And, I think that's a byproduct of not having a strong father in her presence. And so I'll be having to remind her, like, listen, you good, relax. Let me do the talking. And, she see me, I get after the refs. I've done good. I've only got one technical foul this year. And that's good. On the middle school level, buddy, they was light me up. Because I will fight for them kids. CMG said, Madden 26 for the Switch 2. Yeah. The next year's Madden should be phenomenal. Steve Vance says, Borderlands 4 development paused or stopped. It's kind of lame. Yeah, I read that today. I was like, man, what are y'all doing, man? It's like if y'all needed help, you should have reached out to Nintendo. Because you know what, I could tell you some games for not having them issues. At CD Projekt Red didn't have those issues, and I still tell you, Cyberpunk is definitely highly recommended. JB says the rumor is they paused Borderlands to work on GTA 6 for Switch 2. Whoa. Now that's something. If GTA 6 comes out on Switch 2, even though that game is not my cup of tea, however, I just know how big it is to the industry. And to have it on Switch 2 day, if they can get it day one, GG no re. It'll be phenomenal. J Big says, if you ask me, Borderlands 4 should have been delayed for everything until they could get it running right on everything. Yeah, you know what, man? It's like, if I can say one thing that bothers me about the gaming industry right now as a whole is getting these games half baked and pushed out there for the sake of getting our money. It's like, it just makes me totally upset because, like, I don't want a game that I have to have a million updates. I went to down here in Georgia. I don't know where I got this retro store, and they got a couple franchises around. It's called One Up Games. I went to One Up Games, man, and bought the original NBA Jam, the first one, not the second one, but the first NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo. Man, I've been playing that thing like crazy. It's still super fun. The whole game is on there. Playing with my Pistons, man, Isaiah and Lambeer. I'm going to work. I wish my kids know how to play because I would just work them. But yeah, I hate that. Steven says, I don't know if I'll buy that rumor, but would be cool if true. Yeah, it would be crazy. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Just imagine if that got announced tomorrow. That's right. That announcement will be worth me saying, "Hey, I'm coming home. I'm streaming late. I'll get here around 9 o'clock. We got to get it in." Bazza says, "Got to say, Grid Legend is so much fun with the Hori steering wheel." Golly. First of all, man, Grid Legends looks phenomenal. It's like, you know what, man? Like, I switched one, man. I was able to just go out and buy games. It's like, man, I can't do that right now. I got things we're trying to do. It's like, as much as I would like to buy that game, I'm about to look at it from afar for now. But it looks so good. It looks clean, crisp, well designed. And shout out to them. Liddy says, why not bring over Mafia games? I don't listen. I don't know, man. It's a very, very good question. Cause I think you know what I'm saying. Cause Mafia, man, it wasn't all that expensive anyway. So if they could bring that game over for like $29, it would sell. It would, especially in this time, it'll sell. All right, good people, listen. Before we switch over to my predictions, quick, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and get your vote on. The question of the night is most likely to be announced at the partner showcase. Expedition 33, Monster Hunter in the Wild, Doom Ages, and Halo. I picked Expedition 33. Even though I would take well, I'm not a big Monster Hunter fan, but Doom or Halo, oh yeah. I'll pick them up. But yeah, I would think Expedition 33. I'm sticking with my guns. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. Steven said, I just saw Valve confirm the increased cost of memory and storage is why they have delayed announcement for Steam Frame and Steam Machine prices. Man. The question is going to be, man, what's too expensive? I hope that they don't price themselves out of it. I think if they price themselves out, man, I think anything over $1,000, I think they price themselves right out of it. So, what is the flagged word? I don't know. I know I got any cussing words. I don't do cussing. Let's see. All right. But yeah, you know what? That's. I mean, I feel bad for Valve. Uh, but it's gonna be one of them things you got to sit back and wait and see. If they don't solve these issues with the memory, man, is I would tell you that a lot of retro stores are gonna be plenty in business. Man, this retro store, man, they have two premium copies of Ghosts of Sparta and Chains of Olympus. Y'all remember though, if you had a PSP and you're a God of War fan, you remember Chains of Olympus and Ghosts of Sparta. Two phenomenal games. So it's not let me send because AutoMod flags something in the message. Listen, that is the enemy. The enemy don't want you to send that message. So don't worry, listen, man. Listen, hey, if you can figure it out, buddy, send me the scripture. I can pull up the Bible. It's a part of Twitch. Yeah, I don't. What scripture? This send me the scripture. I got the Bible out. Pull it up. Let's go. All right. Man, I'll tell you. Listen. I got another story before I talk about prediction. I got another story. I bought a juicer off TikTok. You've probably seen it. They probably if you're on TikTok every now and then I flash on there. But I bought this juicer off TikTok, and the dude was putting everything in there, but everything. And I was like, oh man, listen, no, I don't believe that because I've had like really really expensive juicers, and didn't believe it. But I bought that Joker, and man, it worked. I was putting I stuff that would make my other juicer struggle, like long pieces of celery or ginger root, would kind of like make my juicer struggle some, but not this one, buddy. I juiced everything that I had to juice with no problem, and I didn't have to break it down or re-clean it. I didn't do none of that. I was impressed. I was thoroughly impressed. I'm sorry. I picked up my juice because this is my juice I juiced earlier. Whew, it's a little spicy. Put a little too much ginger in it, but I like it that way. I'm gonna go back. Um, so that's why I'm questioning my to bypass this filter. Okay, so if you give me to the end of the stream, I can dip in there real quick and make that happen for you. I just can't do it right now. Let's see. Steve M says, it won't just be Valve. Nintendo could be in trouble because they're already not selling as well as they expected to outside of the subsidized cheaper ones in Japan. Yeah, yeah, but think about it. They've sold through I think like 15 million, but you know what? They have shipped out 17.7. So I think eventually, yes. It's like to be honest, like it might not hurt to buy another buy another Switch because it might be more expensive, especially if you plan on buying one for someone for Christmas. You might as well buy that thing now because it pretty much probably my Christmas time, like Steve said, it could go up. So the profit margins are thin on Switch 2 console. I did hear that. Um, he's matter of fact, I think I heard that they were um expecting to sell more Switch 2s here in the States. But they gotta understand, listen, they didn't put games out there to warrant that ticket. You know what? I think Nintendo had to say, hey, you know what? Even though Mario Kart World is selling like crazy, but the game did underwhelm. You know what? They need some updates, huge updates to get people back into playing that game. And so they didn't have a whole lot at start compared to the Switch One. The Switch One had, what did they had? They had Zelda at start. You know what? They had within that first year, think about what they had lined up. They had Mario, Zelda, Splatoon, Mario Kart. They had 4 heavy hitters within like that first 6 months. It was like, you know what? It was a no brainer. And then I think at the end of the year they announced Smash Brothers. I mean, come on now. Of course, them things is gonna sell. So I mean, I'm not worried about Nintendo even with this situation here with the memory because they're gonna struggle for about a year because it's gonna take about a year, maybe a year and a half before they get this thing under control. Because best believe other companies are looking at what's going on and they're trying to get out there in the market too to meet demand. And somebody is not gonna just sit back and not pick up the slack on this memory. I'm telling you, somebody else is gonna step up. I'm not worried about it, not yet. So you'll see it in the Twitch, not YouTube chat. All right, so I have to switch over to the chat. Let's see. Twitch. Uh-oh. Wrong stream, I tell you. All right. So okay, I don't, you gotta help me out. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, there it goes. Psalms 18. All right. Hold on, good people. Mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, Psalms 18, verse 1 and 2. All right, let's see. All right, it says JB says if I made $1 million, of course I would have wanted to make 1.5 million. Everyone is always going to want more. That's true. That's true. I mean, I think you know what. I'm not worried about Nintendo because they were so cash heavy in the beginning, and I think eventually this thing kind of balances itself out. We're just going through a really tough time, especially excuse me, um, especially with the economy here in the U.S. So they're gonna go through a little turbulence, but I still think the thing gonna sell out hotcakes because I'm telling you, the third parties is going to get just like the Switch One. Y'all remember the Switch One days? Once them games started coming and people started to notice that in the wild, they said, "Hey man, what you playing on there?" And then they started to see what you was playing. They were like, "Oh, I want a piece of that." And once these big games get announced, once Nintendo have their big time general direct, you'll hit more people that want to get the system. And even though the price is going to be higher, it's still going to probably be the cheapest of all of them. So I'm not too worried, but you know what? Nintendo priced the Switch 2, I think, accordingly. Uh, and I said it wrong, but I think we good. I'm not too worried. All right, let's see. Let's see. Oh, let me before I go to my predictions, I want to do the scripture today. For my boy, Channel Chaplain, say Supersonic Saved by Grace. I'm going to switch over real quick. Yeah, can't switch over real quick when it's like that, huh? There we go. There we go. I had to switch over. Now I wonder what's going on here. Why is it got? All right. What I was about to say. All right. Scripture today comes out of the book of Psalms, chapter 18, verse 2. And it says, I love the Lord. Listen to me. I love you, Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock in whom I take refuge. My shield and my horn of my salvation, my stronghold. Listen, man, God is everything to me. Everything to me. I think about even in the bad times, even in times where, man, listen, in the blink, yeah, your life can be taken away from you. He's always protected me. Even when I didn't have the things that I thought I needed, he was that for me. Even though when my mom left, he was that. He was my mom. He even when I felt like, things I needed from my own biological father I didn't get, he was that for me. So I'm so grateful that he is in my life. And I pray that if you don't have a relationship with him, and if you don't know how to get a relationship with him, listen, email your boy. I'll call you. I do whatever I need to take. We'll get you to a relationship with him. I give you that calling right now. Thank you, my brother, for sharing tonight. I appreciate you. We love the Lord, and I will get my pray on for CMG tonight, so he can get that nice job tomorrow. All right, these are my predictions of the games I picked. Since how many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I picked 13 games. I got one shadow drop. I believe Elden Ring will be shadow drop tomorrow. I'm calling it out. I'm saying Elden Ring shadow drop tomorrow. I'm saying that Primata get a demo tomorrow. Those are my only two shadow drops. I'm saying NCAA football, EA Sports, let's go. Is in the game. Gameplay of Virtual Fighter for the Switch 2 will be shown tomorrow. Because that game, matter of fact, they got a release date. That game comes out in March. So I think we'll get some form of gameplay. Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 will be announced. No release date is to be announced. Tekken 8 will be announced. We'll get a release date. Of course, we'll get gameplay of Primata. Expedition 33 will be released, and a release date will be given. Halo will be announced. Gears of War will be announced. Star Wars, Fallen Jedi, and Survivor combo pack will be announced on Switch. Borderlands 4 release date. Listen, after hearing that they didn't pause, I don't think that's gonna happen. And my last prediction will be Red Dead Redemption 2, Switch 2. Tell me what you got. Let's see. Let me go back to the chat real quick before we go to some of the other stories. See what you said. The Switch 2 is insane with the sales right now. I mean, think about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still 7. That thing has 70 million. You take 70 million, you multiply that times 60. I mean, that's a lot. J Big says, if I'm beating a team by 50 points, of course I would want to beat them by 60. Instead, I believe in running up the numbers always. I'm not going to lie. When the Pistons was beating the brakes, I mean, absolute brakes off of New Jersey, I mean, I was like, come on, man, you guys can get 60. 4-track 800 down. What's going on, sir? I was like, give it to him. So yeah, I mean, it's a natural part of us. Let me get 4-track 800 on the board. 4-track, you don't say too much. Where are you from, brother? 4-track, like, listen, man, I get in and then I get out. Don't forget to hit the like button. Okay. All right. Let's switch over to some stories tonight. I don't know who that was on Steam. Somebody popped up. However, Nintendo says Metroid Prime 4 has sold over 1 million copies. Where are my sound effects at? There we go. You know what? I think this is good because you know what? I was the first couple stories I saw was like, they was like, oh, they haven't announced. They haven't sold anything yet. So for Metro Prime 4 to have sold a million, I don't care if it's a million combined. As long as it sold a million, I think eventually over his lifetime, people will see how good this game is, and it might screech to 2 or 3 million. It kind of going to depend on the sales of the Switch 2. But shame to Nintendo though. I'm gonna say that because they should have advertised this game a whole lot more than what they did. I don't think YouTubers did Metro Prime 4 any justice. Some of them was like, "Hey, this is a phenomenal game." Some of them was like, I don't know. The desert area was terrible. You know how people be reacting. But I think I really hope that this game does very very well because I want another one. Because Metro Prime, man, they're good games. Especially Metro Prime remake, man, that thing is phenomenal. So the verdict is still out on 4 to me. I like what I'm playing so far, but it is what it is. Let's see. Let's read what it says. It says a Nintendo representative has told journalist Steven whatever today that the combined sales of Metro Prime 4 Beyond on the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 has in fact passed a million copies. There was quite a bit of discussion online about whether the latest Metro Prime game had achieved 1 million sales after the Kyoto based company didn't mention Metro Prime 4 Beyond in the recent financial report. Well, shout out to Metroid. Way to get it in, my friends. All right, let's see if I can go up and find my stories. There we go. I thought this was crazy. It said Nintendo remembers, Nintendo, but Netflix remembers it never shut down its old PS3 app, announcing it's doing that very soon. That is crazy. If you had your PS3 and I still have mine, that means you still could have got on Netflix. Y'all might leave it open. Y'all don't need to shut it down. Just let that thing run. We forgot. You didn't forget. There's probably some people still using their PS3s. Nintendo reconfirms release window for major upcoming Switch 2 games. Let's see, what do they remember? All right, Nintendo Switch 2, Mario Tennis Fever, February 12th. Is anybody getting Mario? I'm not super excited to get Mario Tennis. And I hate that I don't feel like I'm just not super hyped for that. I'm like, yeah, it's Mario Tennis. But if it reviews really well, maybe I try to find some way to get it. But I'm just like not super hyped for that game. I tell you one game that I'm not buying. It is Pokemon Puka. I'm not. No. Someone's gonna have to give me a copy because there's no way that I am picking that game up. Super Mario Brothers Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus meetup at Bella Bell Park, March 26th. You know what? Another game where I might pay the $20 for the upgrade, but $80? Come on, Nintendo, y'all crazy. Ain't nobody paying. Well, it might be some people paying $80. This is not your boy. Your boy's not paying $80. Yoshi and the Mystery Book is spring 2026. I mean, that could be any time between now and June 21st. Fire Emblem Fortune Weave 2026. I think this is a August September game. Splatoon Raiders. I just want to see some more about the game. I think to me, it's like whenever Nintendo does their really big general direct, I think we see Splatoon Raiders. We see stuff from Fire Emblem. We see a lot of their big, tentpole games coming out left and right. All right, let's see. Regular Nintendo. Hello Mar. What is Hello Mario? Is that the paint game? Tamagotchi Life. April. Rhythm Heaven. See, that's the game that I'm definitely picking up on the Switch One. Pokemon Champions 2026. Got to see some more on that first. But without a shadow of a doubt, Rhythm Heaven, are those four is getting picked up. All right. So Nintendo, you know what? I'm glad they sticking to it. We know what's coming in this upcoming year. Keep it moving. WWE 2026 will be game key card rather than code in the box. I mean, this is good. This is good for them because one of the reasons why I was like, man, I'm not buying this game in the store because you're not going to sell me a code in the box. It's bad enough I got food and bought the cartridge version of Split Fiction, and it was just a piece of paper in the box. I was pissed. Like, what? I was like, I went back to. I said, hey man, the game's not in here. And it was like, oh no, it's right here. It's a code. I said, you suckers got me. But good job for WWE. All right, let's see. Nintendo says Western sales of Nintendo Switch 2 has been weaker than expected. All right, this says Nintendo informed shareholders that while sales of the Nintendo Switch 2 have met the company's expectations in Japan, they are weaker than the company had expected here in the West. We know from a report from the gaming business that sales of the console during the all important Christmas period was less than expected. Here's what Nintendo President Shakira Furukawa told investors. So while our forecasted global hardware and software sale volume remains unchanged, the breakdown by region and product is based on different assumptions from the revised forecast announced at the time of our second quarterly financial result announcement, Furukawa said via machine translation. Furthermore, as you understand, domestic hardware sales volumes exceeded our expectation, while our overseas sales were slightly weaker than our expectation, he continued. We believe that the reason for the stronger than expected hardware sales in Japan is that amid the continued momentum of the initial launch of the Switch 2 hardware, new titles such as Pokemon Legends ZA, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and Kirby Air Riders released during the holiday shopping season, leading to a relatively high trend of existing Switch owners switching to the Nintendo Switch 2 compared to overseas. Yeah, of course. But still, I think even in them games they highlighted, I still once again like there's still like no heavy hitters. Even if you look at like shoot, Donkey Kong Bonanza, super good. Mario Kart World to me is still super fun, especially Knockout. You can play that all day, every day. But you know what? We've played Zelda already on the Switch One, so I'm not like you're not like super overly excited for this stuff. I hate listen. If this lineup would have happened on the Switch One, we've been all excited for every little thing we got. But now we've been spoiled, and now we're on Switch 2. We be expecting a little bit different. Steve M says, I'm glad WWE 2K25 was code in a box because I don't want to have to insert a game key card and have to download a huge game like that. At least put part of the game on the card and make it digital only. I could do that. It was only $15 on sale, so I didn't mind it being a code in a box. You right. Matter of fact, if you paid $15 for it, Steve, you won. You are a winner. Chicken dinner. You know what? Listen, you know what? You gotta kind of play that game. That's a part of this generation of Switch 2 that I don't like. But you gotta be really considerate. Like, you know what? For instance, Final Fantasy on the game key card for me was great. It was like, you know what? Hey, I got $5 off, so I ended up paying like $35 because I bought it from GameStop, and it was. I mean, it was good. I'm like, I'm cool with that. I'm cool. Me and Megan, I guess. Me and Megan both were fooled. That's so funny. Tell Megan we say hi down here from Georgia. CMG says Switch 2 has been weaker. Oh my god, I can't. Yeah, this. You know what? It's over here in the states. You know, I can see that happening. But I mean, if the economy here in the U.S. was like pumping strong, it'd probably been 19 million. But people had to make choices. They said, "Hey, man, do I spend my money on a $500 game system, or I say, you know what, my current Switch is doing just fine." That's why people still bought Metro Prime on the original Switch. They was like, I don't really need a Switch 2 yet. And I got that from a lot of people. I really don't need a Switch 2 yet. I still get that. Like, there's no way I go back to Switch 1 now. It's hard for me to pick up this Switch 1. Like, I don't know. Even though this OLED screen is phenomenal, but man, it's like I can't go back to this here. It's like it feel like a light. But then when I really go back to a light, even though I love the form factor, I'm like, oh man, I can't do it. Hey man, this light, man, this is where it's at. I don't care. I can deal with this all day long. I can play on this bad boy all day long. Shout out to Nintendo. They made a great system with that light. J Big says, what is the point of a half digital, half physical? Put it all on the cart or not. I agree. Well, you know what? No, okay, this is the okay, let me take it back. This is the reason why I don't mind having half and half. Because it gives me more space on my hard drive. Because if I got half and half and I put them together, then you know what? It's different putting a 90 gigabyte game on there when I can put half of it on there. You see what I'm saying? I can dig with that. Is that you know what, when you buy these games digital and they plus 64 gigabytes, unless you got a terabyte card in there, which your boy do, um, it's still that terabyte get ate up quite quick as well. So it's one of those things, man. What do you do? All right, let's see. Let me talk about that story. Nintendo will carefully consider Switch price increase, says Furukawa, since rising memory prices may soon put pressure on profits. Will Nintendo, listen, before I read, will Nintendo really put themselves in a position where they, how can I say it, they might take a loss on the system? That will be unprecedented, but I think they should. I think this, you know what? I think if you gotta raise the price, I think you raise the price the beginning of next year. I think you ride with this price here. You keep it low. You're gonna be the lowest thing on the market. People are gonna buy your system like crazy. And you'll probably be the Toyota half again this year. I think they smart. They keep it just at that price and just ride this year out. And if you gotta do it, you raise the prices in January of next year. Get this year in. Let people pay these prices. Continue to stack games on top of games. Make your money off your games for right now, and then make a decision to raise prices next year. Nintendo, don't do it. I have spoken. All right. Joe, my kids are popping in here tonight. Joe Dave is in the chat. Uncle Miles was in the chat, but I know Uncle Miles wasn't sticking around for all this time. He probably like, man, I gotta go to sleep. I gotta give him the morning and get to the gym. Your Uncle Miles be on that sled, buddy. I be like, man, the sled we got at the gym here at my high school is whack. I need the one. Your Uncle Miles is using. Dave Joe just popped on in the strings. He said, I'm trying to get this free eShop card too. You know what, little Dave is working. I mean, Joe is working at Sam's Club. I mean, matter of fact, Dave, shoot, I didn't tell you, man. Your dad got into an accident this weekend. Polar Honda got beat up some, but I made it out there alive. All right, Joe is on the board. Got you. All right. JB says the tariffs is causing them to sell at a loss. Now, yeah. I don't know. No, they're still not. No, that's not true. They're not selling at a loss. They're not. Because remember that time right before the system started, they was able to raise prices enough to counteract. Because they balanced. They knew the tariffs were coming, so they gave a good enough price. So no, they're still making money off every switch. They're just making a lot more money off the one that's in Japan. Joe says, I just got off. I gotta help. I got help at the last minute. Oh, you just got off? Well, listen, that means you work 9 hours a day. Very good. Very, very good. Yeah, you're right. Before the tariffs, they would have probably made a lot more per system. But I know that it definitely got broke down a whole lot more. That's why that's one of the reasons why they had to raise the price of the Switch, on the original Switch OLED, because with the tariffs they'll start to lose money. Bassett 24/7. He says, I'm disappointed that MLB The Show 26 is not getting a Switch 2 for Oxy. Won't get bought. That's crazy. That's stupid. It's like, who made that decision? We're gonna release a new version. All the other sports teams is releasing new version for the Switch 2. It's the newer system. And MLB The Show to say, you know what? No, we'll wait. This is how you lose money fast. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, that's disappointing. All right. It says Nintendo latest financial report paints a positive picture for the Switch 2, with the console comfortably outpacing, well, pretty much everything that comes before it. Since launching in June 2025, it is now shifted an astonishing 17.37 million units, and it's well on track to hit its forecasted target of 19 million for the fiscal school. I'm about to say school year, but fiscal year. However, comments from Nintendo's president Shitora Furukawa, I tear that name up every time, may raise a few eyebrows as we head towards the end of fiscal year 2026 and into fiscal year 2027. Naturally, with memory prices rising exponentially thanks to the advert of AI, questions regarding a potential price increase for the Switch 2 are lingering. Let's see how long this story is. So when asked about this, Furukawa provided the most corporate lace answer imaginable, one that would currently won't currently want assured. I'm tell that word out too. Assure fears anytime soon. He simply said that Nintendo would carefully consider the matter while taking a comprehensive look at the state of adoption of the platform, current sales trends, cost, profitability, market environment, and other factors. Yeah, I tell you, man, if Nintendo is selling and them bad boys, they turn it out, and they might sneak in a price. But if they kind of modernly selling, that price is gonna stay there because they gonna if they raise the price, if it's still ain't it's selling like they want to, then it'd be no reason to. So Nintendo, you know what? They playing chess right now. And you know what? They just gotta just. I think the games kind of will help them make that decision if they gotta raise prices or not. Virtual Fighter 5. Now listen, I'm a at the hardcore of me as a video gamer, I am a fighting guy. I was a Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Soul Calibur, Virtual Fighter guy. Virtual Fighter in the arcade is legendary to me. Legendary. So to have this come to Switch, it's like, yes. Okay, because it's like Tekken. It's such a technical fighter. Like, I think Virtual Fighter is probably more technical than Tekken. But I prefer Tekken over Virtual Fighter. But I love Virtual Fighter too. Because you know what, you gotta know what you do. You can't mash buttons and get away with it on Virtual Fighter. You might get away with it on Street Fighter, but not here, buddy. Not when you find somebody else that is skilled. So, like to me, when Evo come around, I like to watch Virtual Fighter matches because they be good. They be good. Those matches and the um um what's that oh, I hate when games escape me, be on top of my tongue. Um Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Love watching those matches. So I am super hyped for this game here. It says Virtual Fighter 5 REVO World Stage will mark the series' long-awaited debut on the Nintendo Switch system on March 26th. So roughly over a month and a half away. I'll be picking this game up, if I'm correct, I think the game is $40. See, that's a phenomenal price. That is a phenomenal price if that's true. If it's $40, I think they win. This game will be bought day one. Like, no man got time to you. Like, you know what? Listen, I know Guerrilla Tactics is probably gonna watch this show, and he gonna say, "This is what I've been saying. No one has time to be paying that kind of money for games," and I get it. You know what? To me, if the game is like, yeah, there was no way I wasn't paying the $80 for Mario Kart. I like Mario Kart. I wanted to play it. I paid it. It was a launch title. I paid it. But now I'll be like, man, I don't know. I'll wait for that sale. Okay, so a physical. Okay, so he said if you're already certain that you're going to pick it up, however, you'll be pleased to hear that pre-orders open today. You can pick up the standard digital edition for $20. I'm gonna say that again. You can pick up the standard digital edition for $20 or the digital 30th anniversary edition for $49. Okay, now this is my issue. They gotta prove to me that I need to pay $30 more just because it's an anniversary edition. What do you get? It says which includes all kinds of bonuses like legendary and Yakuza, DLC packs, the swimsuit, custom set, don't care. Pre-production artwork, don't care. As with the majority of Sega Switch 2 output. The physical version is again key card. Okay, I can tell you right now, I'm not paying for none of that extra. It's gonna be $19.99. I'm gonna pre-order that thing when we get off this stream and have it ready to go. So I don't even gotta worry about it. It's gonna be pre-ordered, locked and loaded. $20, I'm in. Everything else, if I care about upgrading later, I'll upgrade later. But right now, buddy, $20, Virtual Fighter 5 is getting bought today. GT in the building. This ain't Monday. I know. Listen, I couldn't Monday because I had to get a rental car because I got into an accident on Saturday. GT in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Get him on the board. Gorilla. Tactics. Gotcha. Let's see, put you up there. Gorilla 2. Got you on the board. All right. Yo, Joe. Yeah, fight for freedom whenever there's trouble. G.I. Joe was there. Liddy says, you can still delete games that you're not playing to make space. You know me personally. I don't mind the game key card. It's still physical. At the end of the day, I'm still buying my physical copies. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm with you too. But $20 digitally? Psh, take my money. Take it. Dave says, well, good. I'm glad you are okay. Did they hit you? How's the Honda? The Honda's in the probably being towed to the shop as we speak. But the front passenger side is crunched in a little bit. And then I got hit in the back twice by two different cars. I got hit once, the guy pulled off and left. I got hit again. I was like, God, in the exact same spot. So they'll figure it out. Long I got a rental for about a month. So I'm hoping they can get everything fixed within a month. That'd be great. Liddy says, I don't mind key card situation. I still get my physical games. Remember, you can't delete games to make space or get another express card. Yeah, listen, that's what I did. If I just got another express card. Dave, I still gotta get you something for your birthday. I forgot. Boy, listen, I gotta make sure I send you um I gotta send you that memory card too. Don't worry, your dad. I gotta get up on that. My dad is right. GT says, got it for Mario Kart, $50 bundle with the Switch 2. I paid it. They charge $130 for physical edition. I damn near smacked the GameStop employee. Ricardo says, good deal for standard. Yeah, man, listen. $19, man. Listen, they gonna get it. I'm pre-ordering that Joker tonight before they make a change. Say, ooh, we forgot we did something wrong. No, you didn't. You gonna run that. You can see you can run it. All right, let's see. We got how many people we got on board tonight? We got 29. 369. Damn fine. One more time, get low. Yeah, so $19 Virtual Fighter 5, man. You just can't beat that. I will tell you though, if you haven't played Final Fantasy, it is a great game for $40. I'm really, really having a good time with that. That and I'm still combing my way through Red Dead 1 on the Switch. Let's see. Borderlands 4 Switch 2 development paused according to Take Two. Let's see if they say anything. Uh, Since Take Two spokesman Alan Lewis told Variety that the difficult decision has been made to pause development on this particular version of the game. The team at Gearbox instead is focusing on delivering quality post-launch content for players on the ongoing improvement to optimize the game. This decision won't impact other Switch 2 projects, and 2K will continue to collaborate closely with Nintendo. Upcoming releases for Switch 2 including PGA Tour 25 and WWE 2K26. Before the most recently delay and cancellation of pre-orders, Borderlands 4 was meant to arrive on Switch 2 in October of 2025. The title was originally released on other platforms last September, and while the shift to open world was praised, there were also reports of the console version's problematic performance at the time. Man, I feel bad for Borderlands, but I never was a big Borderlands 4, but I know my boy Quake 311, huge Borderlands guy. So I feel for Quake. All right, let's see. Let me get back. Boop. GT says, if it's a key card are still most useless thing to come to gaming since the Virtual Boy. Golly, that a double punch for Nintendo. I guess I understand it, but to me, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, my issue is this. I don't know. I have an issue with the decision making from Nintendo. Is that you would tend to put games on cards that are typically slower than your hard drive, which kind of forces developers to say, I want my game to run as optimal as possible, so I'm going to put that thing on the hard drive. Like they're forcing you to go digital for this next round on Nintendo. So I hate that. But what do I know? So just shut down Gearbox down as a developer. Nah, you know what they're gonna turn Gearbox into another little feeder group that's gonna help assist with more pressing games. That's why that rumor what Steve said earlier about them working on GTA 6, I can see that. A GTA 6 version for the Nintendo Switch 2 would take precedence over Borderlands 4. All right, let's see. HBO Harry Potter remake releases window is officially confirmed. Okay, I'm not gonna say what that Harry Potter character looked like. It says HBO execs reveal early 2027 release for the new Harry Potter show. Listen, I don't know if I want to rewatch Harry Potter again, but I probably will. The first Harry Potters was really good. GT says, I don't care if a company wants me to go digital, but Nintendo is not capable of preserving their own history in a digital form. Never mind wanting me to pay full price for a modern day digital game. Cannot argue that point. As a matter of fact, I have to agree that I am in total agreement with that point. Nintendo has a philosophy of wanting to resell you products over and over again, and keeping things preserved is not on their agenda. But for some reason, their appeal is their game. So, I mean, you're right. I can't argue with that. Steve, GT says, I'll buy a digital on Nintendo when they prove to me their servers don't run on don't run on Windows 95 and a car battery. God almighty. I totally understand that. I cannot even argue that not one bit. Nintendo has not proven that they care about your game preparation, and I said that wrong, that word wrong too. Per, they don't care if you got games or not. How about that? I'm trying to say the right word, but I'm tearing it up. All right, it's one of the reasons why, man. Like I'm so glad that I bought an analog Super Nintendo. Because it's some Super Nintendo games that I like to have on cartridge to play. I mean, I got the analog for the 64 version. I got the analog for the Game Boy, so I can still go back and buy some of these old games. They got cartridges, so I can still play them and have a good time. The analog need to go ahead and do a PSP. Oh, what? Analog, figure that one out. Figure out a way to do a PSP where it could be more secure. Oh, buddy. And load faster. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine if analog did the PSP? They don't need to do a Vita because the original Vita was still good, but they can do a PSP. Now that will be something. Or better yet, make a PSP adapter for the current analog pocket. Oh, would that be dope? I'm just saying. Analog, make it happen. Jay Big says, you can re-download any game you already bought on the Wii U and 3DS. I think that is true. You just can't buy any new ones. I would like for Nintendo to bring back Virtual Console. Like they get to me, like fine. You want to keep your online service where it is? Great. Just give me the ability to buy games that I want to play, no matter if it's digital or not. I think Virtual Console was like such. If they re-release Virtual Console in some form or fashion, it would probably boost their sales of so many of their older games that people would definitely jump in on that. So I still have access to 100% of my Switch One games on Switch Two. Yeah, what I agree with that. Yes. GT says yes. The stores are shut down, meaning Nintendo didn't care enough about the servers enough to allow you to buy new games. Thus, it's just a countdown to when they fully shut down the servers. I think they'll get a lot of kickback when that day comes. Um, and the reason why I agree with GT on this one here is that I mean I look at like Steam. All right, the Steam has an ecosystem that's kind of built for the long haul. Like it's games I bought. I I know it's been on the server for a long time that I still can play to this day. And I want that kind of security. I want Nintendo to like to really offer that no matter what system I have. And I think Nintendo doesn't have the history yet to make that transition. So, cause really think about it, it's just like their second generation of having things kind of smoothly. Matter of fact, maybe their first generation of having things just smoothly move over because things didn't smoothly move over from Wii U to Switch. This is JB says I can't go to nobody's beats the Wiz to buy a game. All stores closed down one day. That's true. GT says when we're 6+ generations removed from the Wii and Wii U, you'll be a damn fool to think you'll be able to download your 3DS games still. You know what? I need to try that. I haven't tried to even down to make sure re-download games that I had digitally for my 3DS. I probably need to look into that. I have to put that on my agenda of things to do. All right, good people. Listen, let's see what else did Nate the Hate say. He said Nate the Hate says Final Fantasy Rebirth to be at the Nintendo Direct partner showcase tomorrow. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt. I just like for 30 minutes of nothing but third party games. Just give me games. I don't want to be a bunch of, I don't want no fluff. JB says I am 45. Oh, all right, MJ. Now 6 generations from now, I will be 105, and I have other platforms that are trying to download a 3DS game for 3DS I will never own. That's the funny part. We're justifying Wii U stores closing down when games from the 1980s can still be bought on PC. Ooh. Yeah, that's listen. Great. I mean, yeah, y'all both got some good points. I would have the. I listen. No, J Biggs, we're gonna rebuke that in the name of Jesus. You will not have dementia. I can tell you, I will not. I will be a sound mind and body, still lifting weights, even when I'm 100. Peace, Flood. What's going on? Says, hey, how is it going, gaming dad? Man, things are going wonderful, man. Can't wait for tomorrow's direct. I think it's gonna be a very interesting show. Don't forget, man, get your vote on over on YouTube. Most likely, the question of the night is most likely to be announced at the partner direct. In the lead, 31% of you guys believe that Monster Hunter Wild will be at the show tomorrow. I'm going with Expedition 33. 27% says Doom Dark Ages. 23% says Halo. That will be very, very interesting. Matter of fact, please follow. Let me get you on the board. All right, got you on the board. We at what? We at 30 people on the board tonight. All right, get you back on here. Let's see. Instead of defending corporations doing trash moves, maybe we should be pro consumers and act like retro gaming is a thing. Man, I agree, man. Listen, it's I'm so glad that this retro store opened up kind of not kind of in my neighborhood, but it's someplace close I can go. I have been buying a lot more games, especially since I've bought some of the analog stuff. It's like like I don't mind supporting analog and picking up their products because their product just allows me to play some of my retro stuff in the higher fidelity, and so I'm cool with that. Excuse me. Let's see. Say it can only serve to benefit gamers in the long run. Yeah, I listen. I am a big supporter of retro stores. Um, I don't mind rebuying and selling games that I have access to right away. Like I said before, man, I bought matter of fact, I bought Miss Pac Man and I bought NBA Jam, and I was like, yep. And I have this little thing here. It's called a Superboy. And I mean, listen, it looked weird. It's crazy because I got this cartridge coming out top of it, but man, I mean, it's super fun. It's super fun. You know what? You tend to forget how long it took games to load back then. Some of the games took a long time to load, but once you get into our playing, man, you had a good time. So Tariq 100 said, I voted for Expedition 33. Yes, me too, man. I was like, man, I think Expedition 33 has a legit chance. GT said, I say COD. Yeah. We're digging that game out of the closet with R. Kelly. uh, that was a good song. That was a good little story, too. With Mr. Biggs. Jay Biggs says, if every game I had from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s didn't end up lost or in the garbage, I would have agreed. But I am not buying used systems and used games. You know what? As much as I am a fan of newer games, I'm also a fan of good games. You know what? Like, to be honest, there are some games that, you know what, old or not, I would definitely like to play. NBA Jam was fun. It was a fun game. Um, do I go back and buy every game? Of course not. There's games that I thought was like really, really that stood, like Mario 64 stands the test of time. I could play. You can kind of do a brand new save for Mario 64 and go through the whole thing and have a good time. I can play GoldenEye from beginning to end and have a good time with it. Is it the best? Absolutely not. But it was a good game to me, and it's a good game now to me. It's one of them things that's like kind of subjective, you know. It's like, it's one of them things like, you know what, I get it. I like newer games compared to like older games, but I know, so every now and then I like me an older game. Like, I wish we had Pac-Man. I wish they sold Pac-Man 99. Bandai Namco, man, release Pac-Man 99, sell it for $9.99, and it would sell because it was fun. I'm just saying. Um, Sonic Knuckle Tail says second entry. GT, now it's your turn. All right, let's see. Sonic Knuckle Tails. Uh-oh. GT says buy a Chinese handheld and you can play all your retro games. Buy a handheld PC and you can emulate all your games. I'm not buying old consoles either. I'm not buying old consoles, but I support analog of their remaking of older consoles. Yeah, I dig that. I don't want listen. I prefer to do it this way. If I want to preserve, I'm not gonna steal. I'll preserve. Steve M says, who is everyone's Super Bowl pick for this weekend? Man, I don't care about neither one of them jokers. I think the Patriots will go in with a chip on their shoulder after Belichick got snubbed for the Hall of Fame. Nah, they gonna lose. I think Seattle is gonna win, and the Vikings is gonna smack themselves for not keeping their quarterback from last year. I'd rather play older game that support the collapse of gaming through AI and corporate greed. JB says, almost every retro game I want is available to play on my Switch 2 in some form, whether it be NSO or retro collections. Once again, I am 45. If gaming falls apart, then I would stop gaming and finally grow up. Maybe read the Wall Street Journal and have a cup of tea. You know what? You should do that anyway now, but even before you grow up. That is a limited gaming. I could never have my end all be all from one company. Neglecting all third party games that don't come to the company and all the gaming history not from one company. Oh yeah, that's why I have other stuff. So I need to be more limited in my gaming. I have so many games on Switch 2 left over from Switch 1 that I still didn't play and may never get to, and I am still buying games. Me too. Me too. I am 38 years old. Gaming will never be a thing that I will stop doing. See, listen, there it is, right there. I agree. I said the same thing. Like, man, I don't care how old I am. I'm still gaming. I'm still gaming. Even if I'm paralyzed and have to blow into those tubes like those other paraplegic gamers, I'm doing it. Jay Big says, F the Patriots. Oh, man. You know what? They don't got Tom Brady no more, so I don't care. I'm a Tom Brady fan because Tom Brady's a Michigan guy. I'm going with the Seahawks, Jay Biggs, right along with you. I don't care about the NFL, so y'all sports ball. So I heard that it will be a Mario Galaxy trailer during the Super Bowl and a Pokemon trailer celebrating their 30th anniversary. I think I have that. I think I heard that. So yeah. Pokemon 30th anniversary special video to feature at the Super Bowl. Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Now, if Nintendo was smart, they would somehow have a Super Mario Brothers movie trailer, and then right at the end, they say, "Hey, you can get Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 right now on your Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2." Blue Bays and Trophy Effect X rated for Nintendo Switch 2. I think I might want to get this game. It says it said it would seem as though the roguelite action roguelites. Only so many I like of those. Blue Blades, the Trophy X is heading to the Nintendo Switch 2 as the game has recently rated by the Entertainment Software Rating Board. The game is destined to arrive on the 12th. Oh man, this is on February 12th on the Nintendo Switch, and it seems the developers are also bringing the game to the Nintendo Switch 2. All right, I saw some previews of the game. It looked pretty. It looked like something I play because I like platformers, things of that nature. So we have to see. All right, let's see what else. PlayStation 6. Oh my goodness, what do you know? Release date delayed is exactly what we wanted. I think it's a good thing. You know what? I'm not gonna read the story, but uh, I really don't think developers have really tapped into the power of the PlayStation 6, PlayStation 5 rather. If I am Sony, um I'm definitely focusing in on if I'm going to release a hardware, which is rumors that hardware is coming out this year. If I'm going to release a hardware, I'm going to focus in on how I can get the best out of it and which games are going to be lined up for that hardware. I don't. They just need something that's going to be all digital that can play PS5 games right alongside it. So if I bought a PS5 game, I should be able to play it natively on a PS5 portable. You know what? They just need to make it, a back and forth thing. I'm gonna go back. I think I missed a comment. Let's see. GT says I'm watching Bad Bunny perform during the halftime show. I wonder if Ice will be his special guest. God Almighty. JB says the whole Bad Bunny thing is getting on my nerves. It was a bad enough he was in the WWF for a while, leaving my football alone. Bad Bunny is legit. Huge fan. With that name, Bad Bunny, I thought he was a woman at first. Plus, I only listen to songs in English unless it is One Piece theme song. GT. PS5 is Sony's worst generation to date. Agreed. Nothing but cross-gen exclusives, time first party exclusives, and double-digit game cancellation, leading to a lack of PS5 exclusives. So exclusives, they matter, don't they? They matter. That's why people buy Nintendo. Exclusives, man. And you know what? And I hate that. You know what? Because you know you go back and you look at the history of all the legit exclusives the PlayStation had: Resistance, Killzone, Gravity Rush, um, God of War, Spider Man, Uncharted. I mean, they had bangers, man, and they just went away from them. Like I don't know, like who made those decisions? Y'all stupid. Finally, something I agree with GT with tonight. Yeah, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. He's absolutely right. This is their worst generation. It's like there's not a PS5 game that I was like, oh man, you know what would I do without this game? And they don't have one. They don't have a PS5 game. And I'm like, oh man, this was the game. Astrobot was well, I would say kind of. Astrobot is pretty good, but besides that, I no. Wolverine might be that game. I'm picking up Wolverine. Matter of fact, if I'm correct, they should have a state of play this month. See, we really disagree on 20 things in a row. That's the wonderful part about the show. We can agree to disagree. They matter in so much to not making all gaming platforms redundant. I still say exclusives are not needed though, considering every company, maybe even Nintendo, will switch to sell consoles at a loss. Yeah, but you know what? Nintendo control. I mean, I know why Nintendo's like, hey, you know what? It's like R. Kelly, right? I'm gonna produce it. I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna sing the hook. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna get all the coin come to me. So I get it. Let's see. But yeah, PlayStation. You know what they? I think a legit handheld will move the needle for them. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I think it would benefit if it's done right. It's one of the things like I mean, on paper it sounds wonderful, and they have proven to make some excellent looking handhelds. Because I think the PSP was a nice handheld. The Vita was absolutely phenomenal. But it was a probably one of the best handhelds I've ever had, that aesthetically. But I don't know. PS6 release date. They're going to need it the way Switch 2 has been kicking a lot of serious tail. You know what? Yeah, Nintendo has been kind of belt to A right now. But you know what? Sony's issue is that they just need games, man. They need games that people want to play. And they probably would benefit going back into their catalog. You can't tell me if they announced a new Uncharted game, people were getting excited. If they say, listen, if they announce that they're bringing Killzone back as a form of way of competing with Call of Duty, or they resurrected Soulcom, you would have a different experience. Matter of fact, I came this close to buying Soulcom on the PS2, just so I can play it on my PS3. I came close to it. He said, yet R. Kelly is on Spotify. You don't exclusively need to buy his prison CDs to hear his music. Yeah, but you know what? I wasn't comparing it to that. I was comparing it that hey, you know what? If you produce everything, then all the money comes to you. And you don't need to put it on nothing else because if they want to hear it, they come to you. Music is different, you know. As an artist, they're trying to put their music everywhere. I think it was stupid for them to sign a contract with the streaming companies anyway. They should have said, "Nah, man, I just sell my stuff." I like artists, man, who say, "You know what? I don't need no record company, man. I'll sell my own stuff, my own way. I'll promote my stuff my own way, and make my own money." Forget some of these record companies, man. They just houses of the devil. Belt to A. Yeah, listen, it has been belt to A, buddy. We say that a lot in New York with the high school basketball game. Yeah, listen, I tell my kids all the time, like, no, we trying to put them to sleep. We trying to be mommy, and we trying to put them right to sleep. Belt to A, get them up out of here. Raptors get Chris Paul. Raptors are going to waive Chris Paul. Kind of annoyed because CP3 could mentor our young point guards. Those artists get their music pirated by me off YouTube. Yeah, they do. They get listen. No, they gonna say that. Yeah, they do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have pirated some songs off of YouTube, but only to use to DJ. Like I can't find it nowhere. Cause I subscribe to a record club, and if I can't find the song I need off the record club, you know, if it's on YouTube, I'm gonna get it off of YouTube so I can be able to play it so I can DJ. But that's funny. All right, good people, listen. It is 10:08. We've been rocking for about 2 hours now. Um, we're gonna get it in, my friend. I think we got all the stories that we need to kind of. I mean, tomorrow's gonna be an interesting day. You know what? If I had to give, I think the record's gonna be a B tomorrow. I'm gonna say right now, if I give it a pre grade, I'm gonna give it a B. Because I think we're gonna have some games that's gonna be quite interesting. Um, my poll question tonight was most likely to be announced at the partner showcase. Expedition 33 has 21% of the vote. Monster Hunter Wild is tied for top spot with Doom Dark Ages. Halo came in with 21%, also with tied for second place. We got two tied for first, two tied for second. It's gonna be interesting tomorrow. Oh, listen, got it on there before I got started because the wheel was about to spin. Not so, Gorilla Tactics. All right. So I ain't paying for music. I ain't paying for movies. I ain't paying for Nintendo games unless it's Fire Emblem or my daughter really wants it. CMG says, might be 8 wins in a row. That is why I never worried about my Knicks. Go, Knicks, go. Yeah, we play y'all on Friday. That's going to be a good game. I don't know how I feel, man. You know, the Pistons traded away Ivy. I felt like, man, they should have kept that Joker. He just came back from surgery. I don't think they gave him enough time to really even get his stats up. I think they could. I just think, man, they will. I don't like that whole situation. We should have kept Ivy, but I know we needed shooting though, and we did get another shooter. So if K coming down, if he got a shooter on his right and to his left, buddy, GG no read. You could double him if you want to. You can double K if you want to. You gonna mess around and get shot out the building. They put 50 on New Jersey. Matter of fact, we didn't put 30 on the Knicks. We see y'all again Friday. I know that's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game, buddy. All right, Jill. Let's see what else I got going on here. Let's see. Nintendo is winning. Either they like it or not. They did what? What did they trade him for? They traded him to Chicago. I've got that kid there from Chicago. He's shooting like 37 or 40% from the three right now. But we'll see, man. I don't think they shouldn't have traded Jaden Ivey. I don't. I think you know what you should have to give him time. He plays defense very very well. I think you're giving up too much. Even though Ron Holland is probably the better defender. But we're gonna see, man. It's gonna be interesting these last couple of months of the basketball season. And what did Nintendo winning with the Switch get you outside of a higher game prices and higher price for the console? At least you got to show us New York on live stream while waiting in line. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Come on now, man. You know this. You know the Switch, man. Switch One with 155 million. Come on now. You can't. You really can't hate on that. Kobe White. I don't. We didn't get. How did we get caught? Nice. Some other kid. I forgot the two we got, but I know one of the dudes is a shooter. I saw it in glancing today. I was like, but Jaden Ivey to the Bulls. That means we're gonna see him again. It's gonna be ugly. If I'm Jaden Ivey, I'm coming. I'm coming down the pipe on Detroit. Says Hornets. That's the team that is looking nasty with ball. Oh, we blew them out already. We didn't beat the Hornets twice this year, and we didn't beat down the Wizards too. It don't matter what they're doing. The Pistons coming out the East, man. Listen, this go ahead, hold your horses. See, yeah, Nintendo won this with the Switch, but it did nothing for the fans. Honestly, Liddy Gang says we need that Jack and Dexter backslide. You listen. If Sony was smart, they would package Jack and Dexter's 1, 2, and 3 and put that on the Switch before they put some of their tempos. They can do Gravity Rush, another Sony franchise. Put Gravity Rush 1 and 2, put it on the Switch, it'll sell. If they were just trying to make some money, you know what? It would sell. People would I would legitly buy Gravity Rush 1 and 2. They were great games. Jack and Dexter, my son, used to play them games all the time. Wizards got AD and Young for next year. Get a few more pieces, and that's a playoff team. I agree. But you know what? But AD got to play, though. You know, he missed a. I'm always broke down somewhere. It gave fans. It gave this fan something to almost every day since June 5th. I agree, man. Listen, I'm happy with my systems. I'm happy with Nintendo. Um, I mean, I look at it like, if my Switch was to break today, would I go get another one? Yes, without a doubt. Without a doubt. All right, good people. Listen, man, we are at the time. It's about 10 something. The wheel is spinning. We got about 32 people on the wheels to steal the night. You know how we do. As soon as you hear the famous sweet tones of your boy Peter Griff. Yep, if you're not the last one, you will be up out of here tonight. Street Code. Oh, that's right. They do call him Street Codes Davis. Charles Barkley, man, and Shaq, man, they just too funny. That meant something to do. Gaming Dad, don't get a new one. You have a warranty. Yes, I know. I'm just saying hypothetically. Hypothetically, if I didn't have a warranty, would I go buy a new one right now? Absolutely, I would. But you're right. I do have a warranty. Make them fix it or give you a new one. The issue is going to be, what do I do while they fixing it? I'll be like, nope, I got to play it now. That was crazy. The Wizard may be pretty good. Nah, man. Street clothes ain't gonna play. He gonna get out there. He gonna play about 10 games and then get hurt again. I think that was a bad trade. I think the Wizards is gonna reap what they sow on this one. All right, good people. Listen, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get the winning with the spinners on tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a great day. If something major drops tomorrow, I'm gonna stream. It's gonna be late though, probably like around 9:30. But even if I get in here for about a good half an hour to an hour, I'll stream tomorrow if something major is announced tomorrow. But if it's just like an okay show, but if it's like a B or an A, I might stream. I think games that will probably make me stream for sure tomorrow would definitely be a GTA announcement. I think a Halo and Gears announcement, or a combination of a bunch of major games. You know what? We'll see though. If they announce college football 2 to 10, will be the happiest guy ever, and the pre-order will happen immediately. Immediately. I want that so bad. I want to play college football on the go. It would be like when Madden first came out, man, it was the only game I played for a grip. I wasn't playing nothing else. Every now and then I would throw in Mario Kart, you know what, or some Cyberpunk, but nope, it was dun 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 that held to the victors. All right, good people. No talking. Who will be our first loser tonight? Let's see who will it be. Boop. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our first loser tonight will be a geeky chick goes out first. She's out of here tonight. We're down to 31. Who's up next to catch flex? It will be. Woo! CMG, please exit left. Yes, my boy Quay311 says, go blue. Let's go. We're down to 30. GT says, Hornets getting Kobe White and Mike Conley. Yeah, that is pretty good. Jazz getting Jaren Jackson Jr. I didn't know that. Lonzo Ball. Ooh, Wizards getting AD. Yeah, 3 teams on the rise. Yeah, they're on the rise, but listen. The Pistons is coming out of the East. I'm sorry. Toronto might make the fourth seed. But it's number 1. It's some Pistons, buddy. Get out of here, geeky. So, all right, let's get up next to catch the flex. Who will it be? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, up next, catch the flex is coming down the pipeline. Dub City Lex is going to be our one out of here today. You lose. Dub City is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that wheel spinning for the winning. Who's up next to catch the flex? It will be, not the big homie, Liddy Games. My brother. It was good to have you on the show tonight, man. It's been a minute, but you know how we do. You're out of here, son. You're done, son. Knicks NBA championships. Listen, not playing like they've been playing against the Pistons. Supersonic Saved by Grace is out of here. All right. Who's up next to catch flex? It will be. Oh, it's getting close. 4-track 800. All right, we're down to 26. Let's get to 25. We'll look at the comments in a hot second. Let's see. Ooh, Geeky off the board. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Her vision ain't blurry. Geeky is off the board completely because she ain't stay around the chat. GT says, Knicks are coming out of the East. Man, listen, put your money where your mouth is. I'm a Knicks hater, but yeah, it's them and the Pistons in the conference final. I don't know if Detroit can beat them. Detroit, we beat them by 30 this year. They was fully lit. We beat them by 30 in New York. We beat them by 30. 30. It's hard to be a team by 30. You beat a top. It was the second best team in the East. We beat y'all by 30. We play out Friday on TV. It's on Prime. So if you got Prime, we play them on Prime TV. Amazon Prime. See you on Friday. We didn't listen. Oh, you right. Listen, you might not have been watching these Pistons. These ain't the same Pistons that kind of climbed in there and won 40 games. We almost at 40 games right now. We only lost 12 games this season. You need to watch the TV, man. Our defense is relentless. Relentless. We not beating teams with threes. We beating them down in the paint. Have you not seen Jalen Duren? Listen, but I'm telling you, when the East is in the house, oh my God, danger. If the Pistons can't force Cat to go back to the basket, then his zesty A will be irrelevant all season. I called him zesty. That's so funny. Please don't remind me. I tried to ignore Cat. Oh my goodness. All right, good people. Listen, keep it moving and grooving. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, there we go. Oh, see, it's always something. Where is? Oh, there we go. I don't want to. Yeah, let's reroll. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, we're down to 25. Good people. Let's go ahead and hit that wheel for the spinning. Who's up next to cast the flags? It's going to be Jay Blake. 12.
You lose.
Out of here, my friend. Out of here. CMG says, let's get the debate going. Listen, the Knicks not coming out of the second round. Bassett, 24/7. YT. All right. What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? Gorilla. Gorilla Tactics, ladies and gentlemen, is off the board. First one off the board tonight. Oh, Cavs got Harden, 15-6 season. Yikes. He's going to go off in the playoffs, though, maybe. Listen, not worried about Harden going to the Cavs. You know why? Because he don't play defense. So, but we take him all day. He don't play not a piss. Matter of fact, I think he makes them defensively weaker. Offensively, he makes them better, but defensively, he makes them weaker. So, she says Knicks and 6. Shoot. Stop it. Listen, the Knicks is not going to, we're not even playing, we playing Boston. It's going to be the Pistons in Boston. If the Knicks got to play Boston in the first round, it's going to be a wrap. I don't think that the Knicks is going to beat Boston in the first round. And you know why? Because of this statement right here. CMG said it best. Cat needs to be tougher. It is time. Yeah, that's the issue. Maybe, but Mobley, Allen in the paint, my guy. Good luck, man. Have you seen Jalen Durden? Have you seen Isaiah Stewart? Have you seen Asar Thompson? Come on, man. Listen, and I ain't even talk about Motorcade. Hey, man, it's a different team this year, man. Listen, shout out to JB Bigstaff. He better win Coach of the Year. If he don't win Coach of the Year, I don't know. I don't know what the qualification for Coach of the Year is. All right, good people. Listen, we are down to 22. Let's get it down to 20 before we look back at the chat. Who up next to catch the flex? It will be Ricardo.
You lose.
Is out of there, my friend. Stay thirsty, my friend. All right, we're down to 21. 21. Who's up next to catch the flex? It's it's getting close. But just like those Knicks, J Biggs.
You lose.
Is out of here, my friend. Out of here. All right, who up next to catch the flex? Who will it be? Who will it be? It's going to be your boy Gaming Dad. God almighty.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. So my brother Miles, you know what? You still got one on the board. I think he's still on here. Is Uncle Miles? Yep, he's still on here, so he's still got a chance. All right, where we at? Let's see. CMG says that is the only thing holding him back, but we are not losing the Celtics. The cat is what he is. Knicks need more. Need to move Briggs and get another big. Yeah, I don't know about that one. You just need to if Cat, I ain't gonna lie to you, if he plays a monster game, then I think the Knicks can probably beat anybody. But I'm not betting he does it. You know, he's about as consistent as your boy Street Clothes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, we're down to 19 people. Who's up next? Who will it be? Peace Flutter.
Very good. Very good. You know something?
No suit for you.
Come back 1 year.
Next. All right. We're down to 18 people in the mix. Let's see who's up next to Cast the Flex. Who will it be? It's going to be my boy, Steve M. Steve M is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. We keep it moving and grooving down to 17. Last week's winner, Cool Breeze, is out of here. All right, I had to play this a little bit, so I hope I don't get no copyright, but it is what it is. Michigan in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to 16 people on the wheel still. Let's get it to 15. Who's up next to catch all of the muscle? Breaking Bad 881
You lose.
is out of here, my friend. Let's go one more. Down to 14. Ladies and gentlemen, our next winner will be our special winner tonight. You know how we do our special winners. And Candy and them Ohio State Buckeyes cuts it up. But,
Psych.
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
Candy is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're down to 14. Let's look at some of these comments. OG Bridges are the same player. Need a defensive stopper for power forward center. Was shocked that the Knicks didn't try to get Davis. He is pretty much what you need when he is healthy. The key word in that sentence is what? When he's healthy. He would get over there and all of a sudden have a cramp because there's too many people they would eat him alive in New York. I just did the sheet, buddy. All right. Let's see who's next to catch the flex. Megan.
You are
Out of here, son. Oh, mom. All right. We're down to 13 people. Let's get it down to 10. Let's get it down to 10 before we check the comments. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, CMG2. Please exit left. CMG is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. We keep it moving and grooving. Who's up next? Catch Flex at number 12. It will be. Oh, look, it's going to be my son, Dave. Dang, Dave, you came close, son. But no cigar for you. All right, we're down to 11. Who will it be? Dion Freeman, my guy, is out of here.
You are out of here.
All right. Let's get it down to 9. No comments on the board. We keep it moving and grooving. Who's up next? Not so guerrilla tactics. All right. We're down to 9. Man, she fine. Number 9. Tormentor.
You lose.
Is out of here, my friend. We're down to 8. Uh-oh. Go get the dough. Respawn Ram, what's going on, my friend? But you know.
You are out of here.
All right, we're down to 7. The number of completion. We're getting down there. Getting ready to take you down, boy. Getting ready to take you down. Guerrilla Tactics, ladies and gentlemen, has bit the dust again. Please exit left. We're down to 6 in the mix. Who will it be? Uh-oh, it's getting close. Representing Las Vegas, Quake 311.
You lose.
Is out of here, my friend. All right, we cut it down to 5 and keep it live. Moet 4529.
You are out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're down to our final 4. Let's read the comments before we get started. Little Gang says, most definitely, I'm going to try to come back for that partner showcase. If you're doing a live reaction for that, no, I'm not. I will be teaching biology at that time. But if it's a dope show, I'm going to make sure I stream later on that night. So later on tomorrow night, I won't do a live reaction to it, but I'll play it as we are kind of chopping it up about it and giving our thoughts. So that is tomorrow night. If it's a dope show, if it's like a C show, I'll see you on Monday. But if not, I'll see you tomorrow night. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to another comment. CLG says teams would ask for a lot for AD. Yeah, but you know what? Oh, man. AD is a bust. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our final 4. Bassett, 24/7. YT in the final circle. My brother Miles made it to the final 4 as a newcomer. Sonic Knuckle Tails is in that bad boy. And my son, Joe. My name is Joe. Oh, oh. Please don't go. Please don't go. He said Davis would head to Washington along with Jaden Harden. They do got Russell. Dante Dallas would receive Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson. Chris Middleton, man, listen, I always loved Chris Middleton game, even when he was a rookie, when he got drafted by my Detroit Pistons. And you know what? I was like, that Joker is going to be good. And you know what? He's somebody I wish we still had. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we down to 4, but we got to cut it down to 3. Who is up next to catch all them flex? Who will it be? Joe, man, you came so close, man, but
You are out of here.
that's the closest I think, Joe, you have come. But you're out of here, my friend. All right, down to 3. We got to get it down to 2. Who will it be? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Sonic Knuckle Tails is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. He's out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listen, in the final round, we got Bathit 24/7 YT and my brother Miles Reed Jr. I remember one time I called him by his childhood nickname when he was in college. He was like, listen, my name is Miles. I was like, My mom was like, baby, call him Miles. Not much to get him. He said rigged. Made it to 3, but not 1. That's oh my goodness. Man, listen, I was looking at, you know what, on Discord, one thing I like about Discord, you like when you go to send someone like a picture or something, a card, it shows you like all of the pictures you sent him. Man, I say, Suicide Samurai Girl, you've mine so many times. Time to screw Bassett out of the win. Team Vape God. Oh man, not Team Vape God. Don't. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Nick Cannon is back on the scene with his drum roll. Hit it one time, please. All right. Tonight's winner will be. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Bassett 24/7. YT is.
You are out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listen, my big brother came in and got the dub. What side? I know he don't want no Nintendo eShop card, so a $10 cash app will go to him tonight. The winner tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is Miles Reed Jr. All right, good people, man. Listen, thank y'all for hanging out to me, man. Tomorrow's going to be a wonderful day. You know, Nintendo Directs always get you extra excited. And I think out of any partner showcase, I'm probably the most excited for this one because of the potential of what could be shown. More than, you know, say what I think gonna be shown. I think what's gonna be shown is things we already kind of know. We probably get some release dates and some schedules and some things that we kind of like already know is coming. But you know, it's the things that you just don't know that's being made for Nintendo that you'll probably get an opportunity to see. And I'm excited for that. It's 2 for 2. Oh man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, man. Let me get my prayer on, man. I got some things to pray for my boy. CMG got a big test tomorrow, so I'm praying that, you know, I gotta get my prayer on for him. And then I'm gonna pray for my brothers and pray for my children. I'm pray for everybody on the stream today. All right. Liddy Games, ladies and gentlemen, came through tonight. Big homie. Since on third party directs, I can tell you I'm already buying nothing. This is the show. Oh man. I Captain. CMG says congrats. Yes, sir. I know he's quite ecstatic. All right, good people, look at our prayer on. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord, for this wonderful day that you have made. I thank you, Lord, for allowing us to get through this day. I thank you for allowing us to be in conversation with one another. I pray in the name of Jesus, Lord, that you bless everyone that is listening to my voice tonight. I pray, Lord, that you touch them, Lord, in ways they cannot even imagine. Lord, you are in control of everything, Lord, and we submit ourselves to you, Lord. I pray in the name of Jesus that you continue to move us forward, that you continue to bless this channel and the things that we're doing. That, Lord, that you see that not only do we like these things called video games, Lord, but we like being together as a unit in conversation and things of that nature. And I just pray, Lord, that, you know, you are always a part of the things that I do and want to do in life. I just pray also in the name of Jesus, Lord, that you bless those who are here, those who wanted to be here, those who came in for a minute and left back out. Lord, I pray, Lord, that you continue to bless them. I pray, Lord, that you bless Geeky and her family, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you bless Gorilla Tactics' mom, Lord, that she continue to get stronger and stronger, Lord, that she's recovering from her bout with cancer, Lord, that she has claimed victory. And Lord, we're so grateful and thankful, Lord, that you were there throughout that whole process for her. I pray, Lord, that you bless CMG tomorrow, Lord. He has a big test, Lord. I pray, Lord, that the things he has studied, Lord, come back to his memory strong, that he's able to be successful tomorrow and pass his test with flying colors. So I pray, Lord, you bless my children and my family, Lord. During these times, I pray, Lord, that you continue to have your presence upon them, Lord, and I pray that they continue to trust you during these times, Lord. And we love you, Lord. Just wanted to give you all the honor, glory, and praise on this wonderful day. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ, I pray and give thanks to you. And so it is, and so it shall be. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Good people, this your boy Gave Me That, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. CMG says, I appreciate it, Gaming Dad. I got my notes right here. I couldn't even make it to the high school game today because of it. I know that's right. Listen, man, some things come first. GT says, wear a smartwatch and earbuds, CMG. Then you can ask AI all the answers. I think more than likely he probably had to go to a facility and they don't play that. I know when I had to take my test for education, buddy, listen, they make you take everything out your pocket. Everything had to leave and go in the locker. They check your ears, your hands, everything. It's crazy. All right, good people. Listen, man, this is your boy Gaming Dad, man. Listen, have yourself a wonderful night, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If this bad boy is a hit, let me brother know. All right, good people. This is your boy Gaming Dad, and the immortal words of Don Cornelius. Peace, love, and soul. Good people. This is your boy Gaming Dad, and I am Audi 5000G. Peace.